Peace and blessings to all my brothers and sisters. Uh, we into September. I think today is September the 15th. And I'm out here in the garden just scoping the crop. It's a beautiful day. It's not too hot. Matter of fact, it's kind of mild today. And just relaxing in the sun. Thought I'd drop a line or two for you YouTube viewers and drop some seeds on you and give you a daily dose of soul power equals black power. This is black light, formerly known as, well, you can say it like this: black light, aka Professor Soulskool'n Phenomenal, Granddaddy Soul. Now, I've been writing music and mostly, and trying to raise my little grandson, who started this YouTube channel with me, Tyreek Elijah Wan. And we gave him the nickname of Chaos, because when we first got him, he was in a chaotic state of mind. But out of chaos comes progress. So this is the hour that we're living in. And so I'm showing him how to grow a garden. And let's look at it a little closer. Yes, so them peppers, tomatoes, then we got watermelon. You know, it's quite thick. And some squash, some eggplant is over in there. It's like a little jungle. Can't hardly see the fruit. There go a watermelon. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one growing. Eggplant. I think we got a honeydew melon over there somewhere. We already harvested some watermelon. So today I'm going to talk about how we don't want to do nothing for self. There's a lot of people with backyards, and you know, they don't seem to find time for growing any kind of vegetation. Now they might grow some weed, because a black man, all he want to do is get high, you know, and gamble and let it rain. you know. And I heard a brother, they now, talking about, racism and how we locked out the system because you can't build a system of your own. Now we had a master teacher uh, and a master student come and illustrate to us, gave us the blueprint on how to do for self, and that was Master Farad and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Uh, when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, uh, when he went away, let's put it like that, he left a multi-million-dollar construct in place, and his heirs came and uh, broke all that up. But he left a base for us to work with, and the black people, they didn't want to recognize him as being the wisest man on the planet at that time. For someone to do something like that in the midst of racism, and call a white man the devil, and then get murdered, the guy got to be bad. He got to be wise. So if we follow in his footsteps, uh, we should be on top of the world. But so for some reason, since the white man didn't embrace him, and like they did Martin Luther King, and he wouldn't let him come in his organization. And that's probably why he was so successful in building a multi-million-dollar operation. And, he didn't wait on their approval or nothing, because they weren't going to approve his teachings. Well, excuse me for the camera work, because I'm out here in the garden. There's a lot of bees out here. They trying to claim that it's their territory. We're going to have to share this bee. We're going to have to share the great outdoors. Now, you can't have the whole thing, Mr. B. So anyway, I spoke earlier about what to do to put yourself back on top. I mentioned solar panels. My thing is, history is important, but we can't stay back there. We got to look towards the future now. Solar panels. You got them solar lights that they put in the garden. You got a whole lot of things run by solar energy, which is sun, means sun. So here in Detroit, if a brother with some cash was to open up a factory producing solar panels, we could put a grid on every block and get rid of DTE energy. And then you got windmills. You can get energy out of hydrogen, water. See, we're not producing enough young scientists, and that's our problem, And the only thing y'all want to do is talk about each other and fight each other, So Excuse the camera work. I'm out here swatting bees or whatever. So, we into foolishness. And we're content in our state of foolishness. And I told you about the gold. All in pawn shops. See, you trading in your gold, real gold, for paper dollar. Because you say, well, I can't pay the light bill with gold. They won't accept gold. Yes, they will. But you can't get it in no money order or put it in a check. It's not convenient for you to have gold. You're so lazy, you don't want to do nothing for yourself. Something ain't going to take a little effort. And that's what Elijah was talking about. Before he went away, he was telling you, he say, you got the wisdom and you got the history of yourself, the knowledge of yourself. Now what you going to do with it? You got the blackness, you got the soul. What you going to do with it? What are you going to do with yourself now that you got it? And he was talking to the brothers in the temple. He was talking to the FOI and the MGT. He told us, say, just because you wearing a white dress, that don't mean that you pure, because your dress is white. It goes deeper than the dress, sister. So, anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about scolding y'all, because I just want to say that these brothers making money off of blackness. They're making money off of giving you the history, which you can dig up yourself. You start with the Nation of Islam, because they're the only ones that brought the real history of yourself to you. So the rest of these brothers just making money. They ain't working, they just giving lectures and giving you stuff that you should already know. And it's don't take that much effort for you to know. Now that you got YouTube. So now all we got to do now is start trying to see how we can do this. I gave you two ways that you can do for self. By going to the pawn shops, buying up all the gold. But you got to have unity. And that's one thing that we ain't got. All the brothers that's got paper, they're not trying to build up their neighborhood. And all the preachers, they're not trying to build up the neighborhood. And WDL, what's the name of that station? WDL 910. All them guys getting paid off of your ignorance. But they not trying to help. They talking that 1960, 1950 rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on out of here. I'm going to come back with another video.